All right, welcome back to the channel. We're doing something a little bit different today. We're going to go over my favorite player on each NHL team. This is posted on, let me check the date, December 4th. So if you're seeing this a few days later, the stats might be off a bit. I did kind of include lots of stats and lots of notes on the side here. And just to kind of explain why they're my favorite player on each team, completely subjective. It's not always going to be, the player with the most points on the team. It's just who I like, right? So anyways, without further ado, let's get straight into it. And we're going to start off with the New York Rangers, and it's going to be JT Miller. I know it's a wild card. I thought about picking Panarin, which I do like Panarin a lot, but I just, as a Canucks fan myself, I miss JT Miller. Maybe I don't miss him so much with how he's playing this year, and it's kind of a lot of repeat offenses from last year. He's not doing well, but I still love him, so I put him on my list. He's got 7 goals, 7 assists for 14 points in 26 games. Nothing too crazy to report there. Let's go to the next one. Let's check out Anaheim. The Anaheim Ducks, a young and up-and-coming team. They're playing fantastic right now. I'm going with Leo Carlsson, who's been just driving this team. 27 games, 14 goals, 22 points for 36 points. That's kind of nuts, eh? Plus 10 as well there. Absolutely loving this stuff from this young Anaheim Ducks team. And we'll go with the Vancouver Canucks next, my favorite team, and Kiefer Sherwood, for some reason, the only one of these slides without a photo in the background. It just shows the Canucks' old Jumbotron. I don't know how they don't update that. He's been on the team for a while now. 27 games played, 12 goals, and 4 assists for 16 points. I believe he is 5th on team in points. Elias Pettersson is driving the team, and Quinn Hughes. I think they're tied at 22, if I remember correctly. But I think Kiefer Sherwood has absolutely made himself a fan favorite for everyone. I went to a couple games this year, a little while ago now, and all his jerseys were sold out, and I couldn't get one, so I bought a Lankin one instead for my girlfriend. And let's take a look at the Floridian Panthers. And this one stings me as a Canucks fan to put him here, but he's just winning everyone over lately. I don't know why. He's just such a cool dude all of a sudden. It's Brad Marchand with 24 games played, 15 goals, 12 assists for 27 points. He's still got it. He's still got it at the age of 37. He looks fantastic still. He's filling up some holes, Barkov and Tuchuk out. I'm sure one of them would be on my list if they're playing right now, but they're not. So I'm going to go with Brad Marchand. Minnesota Wild, Kirill Kaprizov, the big $17 million man. It was $17 million, right? Holy frick, that's a lot. But rightfully so. He's got 27 games played, 17 goals, 14 assists for 31 points, just like his game. I'm going to keep it simple and just move on from that. All right, Brady Tkachuk, the Ottawa Senators. I know this is a weird one. He was injured. I just couldn't really think of anyone else that I really love on the team. And I know if you're a fan of this team, you probably have so many other answers like Sanderson and even Giroux. I almost thought about putting Giroux here, but I love Brady Tkachuk. I love his style of game. I know he's a bit of a bonehead, but I kind of like that. It's kind of fun. So, 1 goal, 5 assists for 6 points. Not a lot to report there. They're playing well, and I'm rooting for them. I'm liking the way they're playing right now. All right, Pittsburgh Penguins. This one's quite an easy one. It would have been fun to say someone like Seelovs, but I cannot deny how good Crosby still is at this age. He's 38 now. 25. Oh my goodness. Hi, Battle. My cat is crawling behind the screen. I don't know if I'll have this in the video, and she's going up the wall. Anyways. 25 games played, 18 goals and 11 assists for 29 points. Absolute monster still. He's just such a good leader. Battle. Awesome. Now she landed on her food bowl and food went everywhere. We'll fix that after the video. Anyways, Connor Bedard for the Chicago Blackhawks is my favorite player. 26 games played, 17 goals, 21 assists for 38 points. What the hell? He is just playing lights out right now. Is he a Team Canada guy? I think so, honestly. Both Macklin and him should make the team, but it's a hard team to make. But not much to say off of that. He's just been absolutely phenomenal. Definitely my favorite player on the Chicago Blackhawks. We'll move on to the Calgary Flames. You guys are not having a great season, and I can't really say much either because the Canucks are just as bad. I decided to go with the goalie on this one, which I didn't know if I was going to include in this, but I thought, why not? But Devin Cooley just seems funny. He seems like a cool dude. That's basically why he's there. Kadri is the number 1 points leader on the team. But I don't know why I'm just not a huge Kadri fan. Like, please, Vancouver, don't bring him in. I just don't think he'll fit. He might, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't like him. Yeah, some decent stats there. This year he's playing pretty well. .920 save percentage, but he's only got a few games under his belt here. Let's move on. The Washington Capitals, which I almost did not make it in this video because when I was creating this slide, I realized I cannot say that. You know what I'm talking about. They decided to miss 2 teams, and this was one of them, and luckily I found it while I was editing this, which would have been ridiculous because Ovechkin's one of my favorite players of all time, so that's why he's here for the Washington Capitals. 28 games played, 14 goals, and 15 assists for 29 points. My goodness, he's still freaking got it, huh? There's no way this guy is still going. Yeah, and how old is... Yeah, he's 40 now. Oh my goodness, ridiculous. Absolutely love him. Okay, for the Dallas Stars, Wyatt Johnson. There was lots of choices to go around here. Dallas is such a well-rounded team. I almost picked Mikko Rantanen, but he's been quite dirty this season, so I'm not loving that. But 28 games played for 16 assists, or 16 goals, 15 assists for 31 points. Good stuff there for the Dallas Stars. Boston Bruins. I went with David Pastrnak. I don't know. I kind of wanted to pick Zadorov. I think he only had like 9 points, though. There's not really much to report there. But Pasternak's always a safe guess here. He's got 11 goals, 18 assists for 29 points in 25 games. And he's also just a good character in the NHL as well, so that's why I like him up there. Seth Jarvis from the Carolina Hurricanes. Another personality type, that's why he's here. Lots to choose from as well. Aho is the point leaders on the team, but Seth Jarvis is shortly behind on second with 25 games, 15 goals, 7 assists for 22 points. Edmonton Oilers, Leon Draisaitl. I mean, I just threw this in because I love Leon and McDavid. I obviously I could pick McDavid, but I also just, it's the personality type of Leon as well. He has that fun German dry humor. I think he's quite a funny character. Underratedly a hilarious person. 27 games, 15 goals, 16 assists for 31 points. And McDavid obviously number 1 on the team. Okay, Seattle Kraken. We'll go with Matty Beniers. Why not? Not a lot to choose from on this team, to be honest. I'm not a huge fan of their team. They just seem boring to me. But this is not a bad pick. 24 games, 3 goals, 11 assists for 14 picks. Let's just go straight over that one. There's not a whole lot to report there. Mark Scheifele of the Winnipeg Jets. Why not, right? I absolutely love his hockey knowledge. He's just a hockey wizard. He loves the game. Absolutely loves the game. That's why I like him. 26 games played, 14 goals, 20 assists for 34 points. Honorable mention to Hellebuyck. I really like him, even though apparently he's not a great playoff performer. I'm sure it's just in his head at this point, but I do absolutely love goaltending as well. No defense on this list yet, huh? But trust me, I'll get there. Las Vegas Golden Knights, which was left off the list until I started editing this, and I'm glad I found them too, because Jack Eichel is one hell of a player. I almost wanted to put Mitch there. He's second on the team in points, but we got Jack Eichel here with 26 games played, 11 goals, 21 assists for 32 points. Los Angeles Kings. Somewhat kind of a boring team, to be honest. Why did I not put Anze Kopitar there? I just realized. I don't know how I missed that. I just realized, I mean, it's, you know what? We'll stick with Quinton Byfield anyways. He is an up-and-coming young kid. Absolutely love his style of game. He's a big guy, big body. I think he's going to do great in the NHL. He has 4 goals, 15 assists for 19 points on the team right now. But a huge honorable mention to Anze Kopitar because he would honestly probably be, I don't know why, I just thought of that just now. We'll go with the Tampa Bay Lightning next, and it's Nikita Kucherov. Big shout out to Vasilevsky, though. I almost threw him in, but I couldn't not put Kucherov in here. 24 games, 11 goals, 21 assists for 32 points. It's Nikita Kucherov. That's all I gotta say. All right. Next, we got the Colorado Avalanche. This is another absolute easy one. It's Nathan MacKinnon. He's just been on a heater this year. 26 games played, 22 goals, 24 assists for 46 points. Absolute monster season by him. We'll go to the Buffalo Sabres next, and it's Tage Thompson. I just love his big frame. I think he's just such a well-rounded hockey player. I think there's so much more to come from him. He's been having he's slowed down a lot since he arrived in Buffalo, but I still have high hopes for him. 27 games played, 12 goals, 10 assists for 22 points. Finally, a defenseman. I wanted to put Bo Horvat here as since he was a former Canuck, former captain of the Vancouver Canucks. But I'm really loving this kid. He just has such a great attitude. He seems so well matured on and off the ice. He just looks fantastic, so I had to give him a shout out here. 27 games played, 8 goals, 11 assists for 19 points. He's going to be an absolute stud in the league for years to come. San Jose Sharks, Macklin Celebrini. I could not put him here as well. 28 games played, 14 goals, 26 assists for 40 points. Absolutely love his game. I'm going to leave it as that. He's got to make Team Canada, right? Right, guys? Jack Hughes. This is a bit of a different one. He is injured right now, I know, but he's just one of my favorite players on the team. And 17 games played, 10 goals, 10 assists for 20 points. Just watch out for glassware, and maybe he'll make it through a full season. That's not a funny joke, but it's kind of funny. Everyone laugh now. Anyways, I mean, I probably just like him because I'm such a huge Quinn fan on the Canucks, and I really want them to all play together on the Canucks, please, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Wishful thinking, right? Let's take a look at the Detroit Red Wings. Another different one, probably one you wouldn't expect. It's Patrick Kane. I think he fits well there, and I don't know why. I think he looks great in that uniform. He almost looks like he belongs in Detroit. 18 games played, 3 goals and 13 assists for 16 points. Honorable mention there to Larkin. He's by far the best player on the team and has the most points, but I really like Patrick Kane. He's silky and he's fun to watch. This one kind of surprised me, but I couldn't really pick anyone else on the Philadelphia Flyers, to be honest. Could you pick a coach? Even if you could, I probably wouldn't. Screw you, Rick Tocchet. I hope you're having a fun time there. Nah, I'm just kidding. I like Rick. Trevor Zegras, though, the new guy in town. 26 games played, 10 goals, 16 assists for 26 points. It's absolutely nice to see this guy bounce back. There's lots of talk about him. He's a bit of a chippy guy, which was, he's probably getting frustrated out there in Anaheim. I think the coach was kind of a dick, to be honest there. I'm glad they fired him. So I love seeing that he's emerging again and playing where we all knew where he could play. Let's move on to the St. Louis Blues. This is another one of those teams where I just don't really have much of a favorite player. I'm picking Jordan Binnington because when the Canucks play him, I just wishfully hope that he's going to freak out and do something entertaining. But also the Four Nations, Team Canada, I loved watching him play. I thought he played great throughout that tournament. So that's not the only reason, not just because I want to see him freak out, but that's a big part of it, to be honest. But he's fun, right? He's a fun guy. He's passionate. I love it. Let's move on to the Tampa Bay Lightning again. Why is he here? I already went over this, didn't I? Nikita Kucherov. I'm pretty sure I went over this already. Something's off. I'm going to come back to that and see what team I'm missing here, because I'm pretty sure I already went over that. Let's go over Columbus Blue Jackets. It's Adam Fantilli, number 19 on the Columbus Blue Jackets. 26 games played, 9 goals, 8 assists for 17 points. There's lots of great guys on that team up and coming. Obviously, Moransky. I thought about putting Moransky there, but I like Fantilli, so why not, right? Nashville Predators. My goodness, they look good on paper. Like I was looking up, I looked up all teams and kind of picked all my players earlier, and I got my notes here. But I just had to stick with Roman Josi because I just love him. But he's only got 2 goals and 7 assists in 14 games, which isn't too bad if you think about it. But it's definitely not up to Roman Josi's stature or whatever. I don't know. I can't think of the word, to be honest. This is a long video. Clayton Keller is going to be my guy for the Utah Mammoth, and not a whole lot to choose from there either, to be honest. It still feels like the Lingering Coyotes, kind of a boring team, but they're exciting because they're new anyways. But still not a bad pick. He's playing fantastic. 28 games played, 9 goals, 16 assists for 25 points, and we'll go at number 32 here on my slide, which means I am missing a team. I'm pretty sure I'm missing a team if I had Nikita Kucherov twice. Cole Caulfield. This is one guy for the Montreal Canadiens where I wish the Canucks fucking picked him up. I don't know why we didn't that draft year, but also 15 other teams, went over him anyways. So, but he's a great sharpshooter. He's small, but he's a great player. 26 games played, 14 goals, 15 assists for 29 points. Honorable mention to Nick Suzuki, who is the leading point goer on the team, but I absolutely love Cole Caulfield. Anyways, I'm going to go over this, and I'm going to probably wrap up the video here. That's all 30, what I think is 32 teams, but I'm pretty sure Kucherov was there twice, right? Wasn't he? So I got to be missing someone, so if I find it, I'll slot it in here now. Toronto Maple Leafs fans are probably just freaking out right now. That seemed obvious. To be honest, I'm going to forgive myself for that mistake, because when I'm editing this and making the slides, I'm pretty sure I thought their jerseys looked the same. So because I'm watching this on a slideshow right now, so I can go at my own pace. I mean, they have similar jerseys, the Lightning and Toronto. So you know what? I forgive myself. I hope you do too. But it's going to be John Tavares for me. Give that man the C back. Austin Matthews is nowhere to be found in the top 5 and scoring leaders on this team. Not trying to, well, I mean, I am trying to bash him, I guess. I was going to say I'm not, but I just clearly bashed him. But anyways, it's not about hating players right now. It's talking about how great John Tavares has been for this team. A true leader on the team, in my opinion. And the fact that he got a C stripped, and that was a couple years ago now, but the fact that he did it and didn't make a big deal out of it or whined about it, that's captain material, is it not? But 26 games played. My cat is flying all over me. 26 games played, 13 goals, 16 assists for 29 points. Anyways, that took way longer than it should have to edit, to be honest. I made lots of little tiny mistakes throughout this one. It's been a while since I've done a regular video that is not a Canucks recap, so please forgive me if things were a little bit off there. But if you guys did enjoy this kind of content, please subscribe. It was nice to have you guys here. And if you're just passing on by, I'll see you later, and have a great night, everyone.